some people looking at placeholding as if like you're benefiting off of them or they benefit off of you.
What's slapping? Mike Reacts, and I'm back at it with another banging reaction. So stay locked in as I give y'all these bangers back to back. So today, guys, we're gonna react to the show that REGINAE is on. Okay, Black girl stuff. So yeah, they're gonna be talking about a couple things and stuff. We're gonna get some opinions on their side, and I'm gonna shoot my opinion across the table and see what we can get out of this whole conversation, and see if she's still caught on to Armand. You know what I'm saying? We still gotta investigate. This ain't over. It's not over because they are meant. I mean, I'm down to go whatever way they're trying to go. That's their choice. You know what I mean? But as fan base and as, reactors on YouTube, we down for the team. Okay, that's just how it is. But anyways, guys, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. If you're not subscribed, turn your post notifications on just to be notified every time I post a new video. And last but not least, man, like this video, share this video, comment this video what you like about it, and what videos you want me to post in the future. So look, the title says Reginae Carter on relationships, placeholders, and growth. Black girl stuff.
Welcome to Black Girl Stuff. Tonight, we have a very special guest co-host with us from reality TV to the big screen. None other than actress, entrepreneur, and influencer that keeps your timeline popping with the TikToks. Give it up for Miss Reginae Carter.
Hey, Miss Carter.
Hey, Mrs. Carter.
Yes, honey.
Well, we gotta jump right into the comments. Have you ever wondered why some men get out of years-long worth of relationships and then
Man, hold up, wait a minute. So I like this show. So I'm gonna be watching this on the regular, okay? She just jumped right into it. Ain't no all this, that, and the third in between. She go right into it. It's time. Let's do it. I love it.
marry the next woman within months? What do y'all think a placeholder really is? Because at this point, I feel like if we not married, we all placeholders in somebody's life.
If she's saying that if you're in a relationship for X amount of years and it don't work out, you're just a placeholder, not that something just happened. Because I feel like sometimes people just go through shit and you try to fit it and it don't work. That's a part of dating.
Yeah.
But I don't think it makes you a placeholder, but I do understand half of what she's saying too, because I'm like, that kind of makes sense.
In life, you learn through your experiences. So I think sometimes it gets messed up because you're dealing with somebody for a long time and you're learning off of them, basically. Like, this is what I like, this is what I don't like.
Right.
And I think that ends up happening and you kind of could become a placeholder. Like, you staying with a man for a long time. He's learning what he does and doesn't like about you. And then he goes on a couple of months later after y'all break up and goes with the next chick and you like, what the hell? But really, it only happened because he learned from you. And I think men use women in that sense, and I think that's messed up. I'm not about to play with nobody, so please don't play with me. Like,
Okay, well, let me stop right there because I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, that does make sense, and I'm all for it. But you have those certain women out there also that does the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it goes both ways a little bit. Not saying that this particular person or this particular person does just that, like man wise, but women do it also, kind of. You know what I mean? So it just depends on the person.
I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I feel like you can kind of tell by a person's actions too. Like, if it starts to become very materialistic or just all about the physical, then you're not really into me. You're using me for this time being until you move on to the next chick. So
Some people looking at placeholding as if like you're benefiting off of them or they benefit off of you. Like say many celebrity relationships, I feel like they placehold each other to get up or get on top or like clout chase.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's a
Yeah, like I just told you in the beginning. Like I just told you about it. She's still on Armand or whatever. That whole section right there, that whole sentence or whatever she was talking about, that's Armand. She said it in a tweet talking about she hates clout chasers. She said that in bold letters. Okay. She said she hates clout chasers. And he responded, blah, 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 you know what I mean? So that was definitely about him.
lot of industry relationships where they go to the it girls when it's probably like a girl that they've been messing with for a long time, and she probably like, I'm like,
I'm here.
what?
Yeah.
But nah, she more lit than you, or she this, she
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's like, that girl may feel like, damn, I was placeholding just for you to go get a little bit like more lit bitch. Like,
I
what?
can see that. To be honest, I have probably placeholded some dudes because I have told a dude before, like, hey, we just cool. It's nothing serious. I'm not looking for a committed relationship. And then a couple months later, I might meet somebody else and they bring something else out of me. And then I get in a
that's real,
relationship.
though.
And
No,
it
I
might
feel
not
you.
have been that I wasn't looking at it like, oh, you're a placeholder. But I just maybe saw something in you that let me know that I didn't want to commit to you or a long-term relationship with you.
Right.
But I still enjoy spending time with you.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Everybody has been in that situation. I don't give a damn if you're in a relationship right now, you're married. You've been in that relationship before. You've been in that position before with many of people that you were, talking to in the past. 10 years, 20 years, whatever. You were talking to them in the past and you've been in that situation before. So I honestly feel where she's coming from.
I still wanted to kick it and be
Right.
friends. So I think that might be, I think it's different levels or different definitions of the
Absolutely.
placeholder.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like what she was saying, like the people that stay for a long time, I feel like, you're not going to be feeling like you're holding a place where it's somewhere that you belong. So maybe she's saying, like, you're holding that place because you're not happy. You're not satisfied. You're not, like, he's not showing, or she's not showing you your worth. So, yes, you are feeling like, I'm just holding, I'm stuck.
Stagnant,
I'm
yeah.
stagnant. Like, I can't go nowhere because it's like, damn, I love this person, or I want to be with this person, but you know when somebody loves you and when somebody's
You
showing
can
you your
tell,
worth,
too.
or you know what you love and what you want in a relationship. So
To be honest with you, I'm gonna give y'all the cold truth. I'm gonna give y'all the cold truth. I'm gonna give y'all the cut. Y'all look, some of y'all might not like me. Some of y'all are gonna want to hug my nose. Okay. I'm just be honest with y'all. I think she showed a bit more love to Armand than Armand showed to her. That's all I'm gonna say. Eat me up in the comments or love me in the comments. It don't matter.
I feel like she's talking about, listen, you in these 6, 7, 8, 10-year relationships,
I think it's the time.
and it's like you're not happy. You're always, and people got to understand, like, your environment and the people around you does a lot to you. Like,
Yeah, it
you
does.
gotta. People be like, damn, why I'm not over there, or why I didn't get that audition, or why. Maybe because the people around you, or
Blocking
the
your
place
blessings.
that you at, or something, like, a lot of people block your blessings. So.
One way you could tell that if you are a placeholder or if you placeholder, when you talk about your future, if you're not including them in it, like, oh, I can't wait till I get my house, and it's like, our house, and you can tell. Listen
But
to
it's love bombers
yeah.
that'll do our house, and but then when it's time for it, they be like,
Or
they switch
something
up.
like that.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
it's
promise
like,
you,
what
yeah.
do we do?
How do you feel about men who get out of one relationship where they were being taught or complained about this one type of thing, and they get in the next relationship and give a different side of themselves to the next girl?
Well, that really is a situation like, okay, so if you're with a person, right, and bulbs don't turn on while you're with that person, a flame doesn't match. You know what I mean? Versus when, if that relationship doesn't work out and stuff like that, and it goes to the next person and they're vibing a bit more than, you know, what that person in the past weren't doing. You know what I mean? And those flames light and everything happens and that person just falls for that person. It happens like that. That's life. So
Versus the ex. Like, does that consider, like, how do y'all feel about that? Do you think that people are allowed to grow from that, or is that was just a placeholder in your life?
I think people should grow. It's practice. That's what dating is. It's you're practicing until you get it right. You're not gonna get it right the first time. So just because it didn't work out with one person, maybe somebody was telling you, "Show me more time. Show me more time." When you get in that next relationship, you don't want to keep hearing that because
Yeah.
it's like a mirror. When you keep complaining to men, it's almost like you holding a mirror up, showing them where they failed,
Right.
and they don't want to feel like that. So I can understand you not wanting to have that same problem you had in your last relationship. If you get to the next relationship, I hope that you grow. I hope
Right.
you learn something.
Please.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, she is right. She is right. When you get into relationships, say for instance, you're straight out of high school, you never had a relationship in your life, right? You get in that first relationship. Y'all have arguments. You learn something from those arguments. The happy times. You learn something from those happy times. Um, when you something happens in that relationship, like 7 to 8 times out of 10, it's not gonna work out. Okay. It's very rare. It happens, but it's very rare that that person sticks with that person until they're old. Okay. It happens, but it's rare. You know what I mean? So when that person goes to the next person, he takes what he's learned from the past relationship onto the next person. You know what I mean? And then it just evolves. It evolves. It jumps further and further and further until that person until that person's mindset and everything like that. So you know what I'm trying to go with this. So yeah.
There's
You know,
something
and that's
from
for me
it.
too. I've grown, even as a woman, just things that I've learned in my next relationship. So I think we all supposed to get better. But it is a lot of men who don't get better. They just get in the next relationship, love bomb them, and that shit don't be getting no better. So they like, we feel away. It's just like, oh, now you over there lying. Look at you.
Yeah.
Ain't learned shit.
That's true. I mean, to be honest with you, women are very emotional, very attached to the ones that are attached. It's a lot, majority of you guys are attached. That is true. And men are, we are animals. I'm gonna say that right now. I know a lot of 100s is gonna be in the comments. But listen, man, we are animals, you feel me? And I want to say this. When relationships don't work out with us, we tend to go to the next relationship and see if that person not right, but go to the next one, next one, next one, next one. Women don't do that. You know what I mean? They give them all into something. So it's different, men versus women. It's way different, and I feel this conversation. This a deep conversation, and I love it.
Right. Still doing the same shit.
Same shit, but
Right.
over there.
Let's be honest. Have y'all ever held a guy in like a placeholder situation? Because like I said, I've definitely been talking to a guy and knew like after a month or two, oh, I would never get in a relationship with you, but still continue to see that person until I found my next relationship. I feel like that was my version of a placeholder.
Mm. So basically, she refused to be alone. She wanted that spot filled until that next application was filled out the right way. That's basically what she just said right there. I mean, hey, that's on her.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I kind of have because like, and it was until I got back with my ex type situation. But it was by accident because
That
it's like,
rebound.
yeah, like you was cute.
different.
We had a little moment. Then eventually me and my ex might start talking and it's like, peace, bruh.
I'ma holler at you. It was fun.
Yeah, so I've definitely had a placeholder, and it's unfortunate for that person because I'm it, and you got.
But really, I need more information on it, y'all, because I feel like I'm getting it, but it's like, what's the difference between a placeholder and a rebound? Because like maybe I've had a placeholder by accident. That's why I was laughing. Because I was like, maybe I did do that. But I like being upfront with people like you. So were you really placeholder? If you told him, hey, I'm not looking for something serious, I feel like you wasn't holding him. You were saying, I don't want this. So he had the knowledge, you were upfront that he could go do whatever. He chose to
after
say, that's
time
not
you
placeholder.
realize that about
True.
that
You get what I'm
person.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's more so when you're in a relationship and you love bombing and lying to this person, telling them you're going to be away or something.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but I just feel like people don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
So a lot of men are insecure and they just can't fathom, especially because in they head when y'all break up or we break up, they swear we on to the next. But we don't move like that as women. It kind of takes some time. We can't just placehold.
Yeah.
We're not just getting a man and say, hey, da
Just
da da
moving
da.
on,
No, it
yeah.
takes us time. We love people. We want to get to know them. We not.
That is true. Okay, it's 2 steps to this. They hold on and wait, and when people try to talk to them, I don't want a relationship. I'm not looking for no one. I'm focused on myself and my money and my physical and my mental right now. I'm not focused on nobody else but myself. That's number one. Number two is y'all gonna hate it, but going out, partying, drinking, and getting under somebody else, one night stands and stuff like that. That's number two. This is the cold breakdown that I just gave y'all. I mean, that's the honest truth though. You if you don't agree with me, you crazy as hell. Come on now.
Not just holding, like men can go somebody for a season and then be on
the
marrying the
next.
next
Yeah,
woman.
that's
I think
crazy.
it's different.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say I placehold somebody, and if I did, I'm sorry.
I don't think I placehold.
I don't think I placehold.
I'm like a fairy tale lover, and I just love. So I feel like if you even came close to even getting a place to hold, I guess like
You was really
it's not
having
even
that
a place.
place.
Yeah, you was really something.
Right.
Do you feel like people who, or men who have placeholders, like you said, for that extended period of time, like she said, and hasn't made a commitment, are they just afraid of being alone?
My opinion is I feel like not every man cheat, but I feel like every man got a little placeholder that they could call up. And they hold in some place. They might be holding the, oh, I just sleep with you place. Or they might be holding the wife one. Or they might be, because we allow men to do that. And I don't feel like we really play. Like if somebody make us mad or we found out, no, baby, you gone. Bye. Like I know me. I'm not about to keep letting you come. First of all, it's too much. I don't play about me.
Right.
What she did. That's exactly what she did. I'm gone. Yeah. So, I mean, people in the comments they say that she's gonna do something for his birthday and stuff like that. I mean, we'll see. I'm not against it. You know what I mean? I think they should be, but if it's not, then it's just not. We have to come to realization about that. You know what I mean? So,
It's like I'm not about to keep. I know you sleeping around. I'm not about to let you sleep in his bed.
Right.
So it's like it's just different things like that.
I
too.
got a question then. So does social media play a part in placeholding? Because it sounds like men basically can't make up their minds. There's a lot of men out there that just have bad decision making. They don't know what decision to make. Back in the day, it just used to be if you want a cheeseburger or you want a no cheeseburger. You had two. It was very easy to find out what was best for you.
Or you found the baddest chicken in your little small
Time.
town,
And that was
you
it.
rocked it out with
Right.
Susie from around the way. and
But
y'all
now
went
you
on.
get in a relationship and you may get online and you see
Yeah.
something else. It's
Yeah.
easy to say, oh, well, I thought this was good, but I see this. And it may not be better, but they may feel like, oh, well, they like the idea of, oh, I have
She holding
options.
the place in Miami. She hold the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a chick in every state.
Right, so of course
that's
somebody
terrible.
going to be a placeholder if they, like you said, if they allow it.
we're gonna be watching this show more often. I tell you, when REGINAE is back on it, because I know she's gonna be on it a couple times, and we can. I To be honest with you, I can't wait until her and her mom start the show so we can get in on that. That's gonna be juicy. That's gonna be juicy. Love you guys so much, man. Like reacts.
What do you mean by that?